Hey everybody, it's Allie Edwards, and in this video today I want to take you through two 6x8 albums that I have now filled up with stories from 2022. I did another video earlier this year that had the first album of stories that I told in 2022. Most of these are using the Story Kit. Story Kit is one of the monthly subscriptions that we offer, and it is the one that I create content for each month. So with each of the different themes that we offer, and these are usually single word themes, stuff like explore and history and remember, and I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that we've done over the course of this year. We are actually coming up very soon on almost 100 story kits that we've been doing for the last number of years now, one each month. And for the last couple years I've been doing primarily 6x8 pages, and definitely in 2022 I did the majority outside of the page protector. So you can click the link to check out the other video that I did earlier this year, and then I'm just going to walk you through these two albums so you can see a little bit of what I do. So with the story kit, each month I will get a new story kit here at my house, and then I usually tell 3 to 4 stories using the supplies that are included in the kit. So for some people, the approach to documenting is very calendar related, right? You are writing things down as you experience the course of the year. We have a kit for people who like to document very much in alignment with the months of the year, and that's called Stories by the Month. Story Kit is a little bit different. It's one that's been around a little bit longer. Again, like I said, it is single word jumping off points. And I love that as a direction or a invitation for my storytelling. So I take whatever the prompt is, whatever the single word is, and then I dive in and I tell, like I said, 3 to 4 stories each time. So I've been having so much fun working outside of the page protectors, and what I do after I have told these stories, and what I did today is I just go through and I adhere all of these pages together. So originally they were single pages that I put together, and then I'm just using adhesive to glue each of the individual pages together. And I think I show more of that in the other video as well. Having fun with the die cut machine there, making pockets. Some of these that I have in here are also from the scrapbook kit, which is another subscription that we offer, and that is a quarterly subscription. We do that 4 times a year, and I'll talk about that this is one of those, I think, as well. But really having fun, continuing to have fun with the outside of the page protector projects. When I bring the pages into these albums, sometimes I don't have one that's already set up for right here. So maybe in the future I'll do one that has a 3x8 paired with the 6x8 there. So just playing around, lots of different stories told, lots of different things put together. This one I think was for some of the new stamps that we released with Laura, so you guys might have seen that one as a video on here. This, I believe, is one of the scrapbook kits. But still loving the full page photos, lots of those. This one was a fun one. This is from the Sensing story kit, or the Senses story kit. Loved being able to stamp on those big numbers there. This is a cute one that was from the Unexpected story kit. I loved taking this pattern paper and just being able to add a little bit of journaling underneath there as a flip up. That was pretty fun. Get some of the fuzz off there. This was also from the Senses story kit. One of the things that as I design the story kits, actually do the graphic design work, is we offer 6x8 papers that are in there that include, or that often are really nice story jump starts, like this one, right? It's already inviting you to tell specific stories, and really all you're having to do is add your story, right? Add your photo, pair it with some photos, add your story. You can handwrite it. That's an option. And we also do have a digital version of this kit for people that like of the scrapbook kit. The scrapbook kit includes, when you subscribe to the scrapbook kit, that actually includes the digital version. But we also have a digital version of the story kit available, and that's called Story Class. So that, in that case, you're getting access to the education and along with getting the digital kit. This one was from this one I actually made for scrapbook.com, I think, earlier this year. Another one that's the 6x8 paired with a 3x8, a nice little photo collage there paired with journaling that's on a list. I like how that one turned out. This is a single page, full page photo background with some stamping and a couple little triangles on top there. These, I really like these little pockets. We've done those a few times this year too. So that's from the surprise. This is from the Good Story Kit. So playing again a little bit with pattern paper, doing a nice look at then and now sorts of things. I liked how that one turned out too. Photo collage with, again, responding, right? Responding to the prompt pages. That's what a lot of the Story Kit pattern papers include that. So that is a look at the second one, and then I have one more album to show you here. But I think it's just fun. I really like this size. It's been great for me personally, and that's what I plan to continue going on into next year. Also, just the albums, this is one that we offered for December Daily this year, and a lot of times for me, I'm just grabbing empty albums, right? An empty album that I have around here that I can add stories into. So this one's just gonna have 2022 on it. Many years ago, I used to really care about the albums matching and things like that. I'm just happy to have a home for them now. All right, here's the other one. This one, actually, this album already had a couple things in it, which were just some page protectors with 4x6 cards in them where I had filled out a little bit of a story. I was thinking, I had started this album just as an opportunity to hold cards, and I'm just gonna leave them in there because I think it's a fun way, you know, something I could do in the future with some of the cards that I might have left over. This was from scrapbook.com project this year, using something with them. This is one of the recent ones. This one was for the theme of Wander. So telling a little story about Betty there. Let's see, I think this one might have been Seek was the name of this particular kit. So using some of the embellishments paired with photos of some of my art journaling that I've done this year. I definitely like having the full page photos paired with some of the page protectors as inserts. That's something that I still continue to like to do. This was a fun way to use one of these. I cut off one edge of it and then have the photos and the chipboard circles back to back there. Gotta love that full page photo. This is a shaker pocket here too that's got some of the glitter in there. We had a theme of community this year also, so telling us a little bit of a story about my book club. This is also, again, a place where I could just add a story here on the back. Here's a story about Simon and I from, I think this was the Wii, I think it was the Wii story kit, if I remember right. Couple empty spots. This was from the Number Scrapbook Kit, so how-tos are here on YouTube and on the blog. This was a fun one, writing a little bit about who we are right now. This is actually the photo I'm going to use for our Christmas card this year too. Then this is from the Numbers Scrapbook Kit, so doing it in this size as well. Nice opportunity for that. This was also from the Numbers Scrapbook Kit, I think. This is from the theme of history, so here's a good example of having two full page photos with the page protector in between and being able to add a couple different cards there on the inside. This was from the theme of history, created a custom transparency there. I like how that one turned out too, nice and simple. Also from history too. So in the past, sometimes I have albums that are like, you know, Alley Childhood or, you know, other, you know, going back in time. But at this point, I don't really care if they're in any specific order. Like this, in the albums that I did this year, the pages that I put into albums, they are somewhat in order throughout the year. Like the first one's kind of the first, probably January through April. The second one's like April to August, and then August to whenever. But it's not, I'm totally fine with having like childhood stories mixed in with the recent stories. They're all part of stories that are happening in my own life. So that was from the Wander Story Kit. This one was also from the Wander Story Kit, and so was that one. So a few different projects that I did for the last story kit. Sometimes they all are in order based on the themes. Sometimes they are mixed and matched inside as well. But mainly I just wanted to give you guys a look at these albums that I've done so far for 2022. I'll probably have a couple more pages to add into the end from our final story kit for this year. And then I'll get some more 6x8 albums and do something similar next year. But just wanted to give you a quick look inside of these albums and see a little bit of what I've been up to with the scrapbook kit this year, as well as the story kit. If you guys have any questions on those, you can let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you here again soon.